Hey everybody. Today we're going to take a look at the Legion Timewalking Mage Tower encounter for the Assassination Rogue. We're going to go over the usual stuff. We're going to talk about talents, we're going to talk about some gear, we're going to talk about consumables, and I think, two macros that we used. But before we get started, let's go ahead and have you guys hit the subscribe button down below if you can. Be much appreciated. Give us a thumbs up if you've been enjoying the video series so far. And with that, we'll go ahead and get started. So the first thing we got is our talents. Nothing crazy here. I use Master Poisoner. You could probably also go with elaborate planning. Don't really think there'd be any big difference there. I think elaborate planning would probably be more overall damage. Next here we got Subterfuge. I think Master Assassin would have been a better option because you can do a quick vanish and not reset the fight. After that, we got Vigor. Increases your maximum energy by 50 and your energy regeneration by 10%. I don't think either of these other two would have been worth it because we are spamming uh, our bleeds on everything as much as we can, spamming Phantom Knives to keep everything poisoned and keep ourselves healthy. Now, next we have Leeching Poison. This is pretty much required for the fight just because the amount of damage we're taking, and we have to be leeching off of everything. Next, we have Internal Bleeding. Just makes your kidney shot do a dot. This ended up being about 1.4% of my damage. Not a lot, but you're going to be kidney shotting Jarl during his Blade Storm and randomly throughout the fight, so it is a little bit of extra damage, so it is useful. After that, we're going to have Alacrity. Finishing moves have a 20% chance per combo point to grant 2% haste, stacking up to 5 times. So it's just a 10% haste buff after we get going. And last, we have Poison Bomb. You could probably also go Crimson Tempest. I did a few pulls with Crimson Tempest to come down to about. I got Jarl down to, I think, 5 and 6%. So I know it's doable. It's just I was stupid and got hit by some stupid things. So we went with Poison Bomb because it's easier to manage and you can pay attention to the mechanics. Alright, that's all that. Now we're going to take a look at the gear. For the gear, we didn't have anything special. I didn't use my Heart of Azeroth or my cloak. I just used my normal raid gear. And for trinkets, we went with Decanter Endless Howling because I, again, don't have anything. And we used Salvaged Fusion Amplifier. We did use the normal enchants, Sinful Revelation, and Celestial Guidance. That's about it as far as the gear goes. Made sure everything was enchanted with normal enchants. And lastly, we're gonna look at consumables real quick. We used the Defiled Augment Runes. We used Sharpening Stones for our weapons. We used Crit Food. We used Agility Potions. We used Drums. And we used Potions of Agility. And we used the regular Desolate Armor Kit because it's cheaper and it rewards the same benefit. Now, as far as macros go, we used a Vendetta macro as Vendetta, Salvage Fusion Amplifier Trinket, and the Potion of Spectral Agility in it. And that's just for our burst window as much as we can. Nothing crazy there. And the other thing we used was a blind focus macro. Now, just go over a few things in the encounter real quick. There is a priority to the spells. Number one thing is when Sigrun is casting Blood of the Father, she has to be CC'd in the middle of the cast as a rogue. So we're going to have to use our blind on her in the middle of her cast. Second thing is she also casts Valkyries that charge across the room. You have to be in the gap or they will one shot you. After that, we have Ancestral Knowledge cast by the runes here. You have to break the shield. Once the shield is broken, we can interrupt him. If you don't, it's a wipe unless you have Cloak of Shadows available and you cloak at the correct time. There are going to be 3 runes on the floor, a small, medium, and a large that slowly shrink. If we do not run over all 3 runes, they do bust, burst, whatever, and kill everybody. So we have to make sure we get those. And last thing is Jarl, when he gets empowered, he does like an enrage where he walks towards you and starts swinging his axes. So you have to make sure you can kidney shot him during that if you need to run over the runes. Not a big deal. Um, that is an option. And the other thing he does is cast a Blade Storm. Now the effect of the Blade Storm, the big visual, isn't all damage, so we can kite to the outside of that if we need to, but you should be able to kidney shot it. All right, with all that said, we're going to go ahead and take a look over at the encounter. Sharpen our weapons. Now, there's a few things to note during the fight, or sorry, at the beginning of the fight. Your poisons fall off, so you have to remember to put them on. If you're doing multiple attempts, you have to remember to put them on every single time. I forgot to put my deadly poison on a few times. This fight's going to start off like the Sigrun fight normally does, where we hit Sigrun, we interrupt the runes here, and stack him up. Get our slice and dice up, and then we just start dotting everybody with ruptures. Nope, we're gonna invent them early, I guess, and oh, because we have Vendetta up right now. Okay, he used his empowerment, so we're gonna go ahead and pop evasion, so we can sit here and continue to do DPS. We're gonna kidney shot him so we can get the runes. And now we're gonna go back to just putting our dots up. You can see my health yo-yoing from the all the leech.
4, 3, 2, 1.
There's the blood of the father. We have to blind that in the middle of the cast. Just getting our dots up. Now these axes hurt a lot. These spinning axes. This is probably the most dangerous part of the fight. We're just gonna keep all our bleeds going. And with the bleeds comes our leech. We're single targeting the Ancestral Knowledge shield to break it. And now we're back to bleeding everything. Lining up with the Valkyries. And we got a Blade Storm coming, so we're gonna kidney shot it. And now we have a Blood of the Father coming up, so we're gonna get ready to blind that. There's the blind. After you blind, you need to make sure you reapply your bleeds because it does remove all the bleeds and dots from the target. Let the angels go by, hit our other runes, get our bleeds back out on everybody. Now he's got his ancestral knowledge shield, so we're gonna go back to him. Interrupt that. Get in our gap for the wall. I got a heal right there. And got another wall. Now he uses empowerment, so I went ahead and popped my evasion, so he can't melee me while I hit the runes. I did die here once or twice just trying to get the runes while he was empowered. There was blood of the father. We had to blind that, and now we got a blade storm. We got a kidney. We don't have to kidney it, but it's free damage. Keep our bleeds up on everything. Getting our gap. Got another blade storm. We're gonna kidney. Got dark wings coming up soon. Got this heal here. I don't think I would have been able to do this without leeching poison. You can see how much health I'm getting from the leeching. All right, we got an ancestral knowledge. Gonna break that. Now the worst part of this fight for me seemed to be after Jarl died. It was hard for me to get energy to actually do damage. Blood of the Father, gotta blind that, and then break the shield. Now I'm choosing to go on Sigrun here because she's at 24% and the fight ends at 20%. Got our blind there. Now I'm back on him to break the shield. You notice my energy regen is so slow right now compared to the rest of the fight. Probably because I don't have a lot of bleeds. No, I have bleeds. I'm not sure why it's so slow comparatively. You see I did a vanish attack there. Blind that. Now you'll notice in this last little bit when one of them has died that her recast on Blood of the Father is right when your blind comes up, so you have to make sure you are ready for the blind. And that's the end of the encounter. Like I said, the last little bit is kind of hairy because your energy regen is low, but overall the fight's not bad. Probably took me about 10 to 12 tries, but I wasn't using leeching poison in the beginning, so I had to make that change, and then I switched over a few other talents. But overall the encounter wasn't bad. Just got to make sure we pay attention to the spells throughout the entirety of the fight, and we watch for the Blood of the Father casts, and we interrupt those. We run over the runes on the floor, we aim for the gaps and the angels, and then we just cleave everything down. With that being said, we are at the end of the video. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Please hit the subscribe button if you get a chance. Give us a thumbs up if we helped you. We will be doing the other videos. You guys can always stop by the stream, which you can see the URL on the screen. If you have any questions about any of the fights, if you know which one you want me to do next, just let me know. I'll put it on the list. If you guys have any questions, you can also leave a comment. I will get back to them as quickly as I can. I will put the macros and stuff in the comments or the description of the video. Other than that, thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you for watching. Keep coming back. I'm enjoying the video so far. All right, you guys have a great day.